Hey guys, so I received notification on Monday that a new change to the cancellation rate will be hitting my market starting September 1st. Now, some of you guys may have had this already hit your market. Maybe some of you guys have not received this email yet, but I'm sure these changes will be coming to everybody soon. So in the email that I received on Monday, Uber says to remain active, drivers will be required to maintain a cancellation rate below 20%. Now, Uber states that if you constantly have a cancellation rate of 20% or higher, you will lose the ability to continue delivering. In other words, you could be deactivated. Now, if you're not familiar with what applies towards your cancellation rate, it's when you accept an offer and then unassign it. Now, there are a few reasons why you might need to unassign an order that you've accepted. One is when you accidentally accept an offer and don't know what you accidentally accepted. Let's say, for example, maybe you accidentally accepted a $3 offer for 8 miles and you don't know that you just accepted this, and you don't want to risk the chance that you accepted a low paying backwards offer that's going to send you in an area that you don't want to go for $3. So in this case, you would want to unassign this unknown offer you just accidentally accepted. I've had to do this many times myself because I'm unsure of what I've accepted and I don't want to go deliver an offer. Who knows? It could be 14 miles. It could be in an area that I don't want to go to. Let me know if you've accidentally accepted an offer before. I'm sure this has happened to many of you guys before. Another reason you may want to unassign is if you go to a restaurant and you find out it's going to be a 30-minute wait before you get the order, and the order is just not paying enough for you to wait 30 minutes. Let's say it was for $10 for 5 miles. This would be a great offer if the order was ready or close to being ready. But would you wait around 30 minutes for this order? I wouldn't, and my guess is some of you guys wouldn't either. You'd want to unassign the order and try to line up another order. So those are some of the reasons you may want to unassign, and Uber does allow us to unassign, but does not want us to have a cancellation rate of 20% or higher, which I find is still pretty fair. Now, currently my cancellation rate sits at 5%, and this is what Uber says under my cancellation rate. They say this rate is based on the number of trips you've accepted but then canceled over the last 100 deliveries. It excludes any trips that were canceled because of safety concerns. Yours is very low, which indicates that your customers can rely on you. Nice going. So basically, when you accept an offer, the goal is to complete the order from start to finish because there's a customer on the other end waiting for their order. But things happen, like I had mentioned, where in certain circumstances, you're going to need to cancel the order, as our time is valuable and time is money. On top of that, we're driving our own cars. We have to use our own money to put gas in our car to deliver these orders. So we have to value our time when we come out here to make money. Now, Uber says the majority of couriers maintain a cancellation rate below 5%. And as I had mentioned, mine is currently sitting at 5%. Now, in the email that Uber provided, they provided some cancellation tips. Tip number 1, assess offers carefully. Carefully reviewing the amount, distance, and business information in each offer can help you be sure to only accept orders that you're willing to complete, which I can completely agree with this. When an offer pops up, you want to make sure that offer meets your needs, whether you like to accept offers within the $2 per mile ratio like myself, or maybe the $1.50 per mile ratio. Whatever your criteria is, you want to make sure the offer meets your criteria. That way you're less likely to unassign the offer. The other thing is, if you see a restaurant that's known for having long waits, you have to determine whether or not you want to possibly accept that offer. Is the offer paying enough to possibly have to wait for that order? So you have a few things you have to think about before accepting an offer. Tip number 2, ensure a smooth pickup. Informing staff at pickup of your arrival can help get your order acknowledged more quickly. Verifying all order items are included and requesting a replacement for any damaged items before leaving can make for a smoother experience. Now, I can agree with this as well. Checking in with staff if you don't see your order on the counter, trying to find out how long it's going to be. That way you kind of have an idea. Some restaurants, let's say Five Guys, and I have a Popeyes that I have to check in with for them to start making the order. You just don't want to show up and hang out and not check in with anybody, because after 15 minutes of still not having your order, you might be more than likely to unassign the order. So always check in, make sure somebody's working on it. Try to find out how long it's going to be before the order's ready. Tip number 3, check drop-off location. Following the in-app prompts and checking any drop-off notes from the customer can make it easier to quickly locate the customer's drop-off location. So always checking the customer notes is always a big help, especially before you get on the road. That way you know in advance your customer's instructions. Sometimes customers will tell me to take a different street because the GPS is going to take me the wrong way, or maybe they give a landmark close to their apartment building that makes it a lot easier for finding them. So that can really help you on your way to dropping off the customer. That way you have information ahead of time. So this is what Uber said when needing to cancel a delivery. They said, "We know unforeseen circumstances occur that may cause you to cancel requests. However, the vast majority of couriers maintain a cancellation rate below 5%, meaning you'll always have flexibility to cancel deliveries at your discretion while still keeping your cancellation rate below 20%. Please feel free to contact our support team if any such event occurs during delivery." So all in all, I feel that maintaining a 20% or less cancellation rate is pretty reasonable. Again, mine currently sits at 5%, and I still have room to unassign an order if I needed to without having to stress out about it. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the news of Uber requiring drivers to maintain a 20% or less cancellation rate. Do you think this is reasonable? Let me know your guys' thoughts. Always appreciate you guys watching. I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.